Aló, aló. Ojalá que se me esté escuchando bien y claro.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun. I need you with me on the wall.
Lorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The Sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath. Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands its hopeless.
Se me escucha. Aló, sí, sí.
Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you. Help us. When it is finished, there will...
Ah, ya, es que no veía tus mensajes, pana, sino hasta ahorita. Aló, aló. Un saludo a Carlos Gilberto Rodríguez, de mi parte. Ya, lo que pasa es que no sé por qué no podía ver mi vaina desde mi teléfono. ¿Y ese emoji qué?
Not while we draw breath.
Ya le bajé el volumen a sus órdenes.
The light flickers, and in its trembling glow,
You still cling to hope. How quaint.
The shadow is closing in. It hungers to devour everything. Our home, our kin, our hope. We cannot succumb to fear. We must not falter. There will be no victory without suffering. No survival without sacrifice.
Ok, a ver, a ver.
You feel it, don't you? The call of the void, that devouring host, with no mercy, no equal. Come, little lights, and be extinguished.
The darkest night falls upon us.
Ok, chamoy.
If we stand together,
¿Estás listo para tener vecinos? Sí, amigo, claro que sí, claro que sí.
I call upon you now.
Si tuviese de vecino a ti si no fuese porque te chantaste porque te pagara el wow. weón.
Summon your strength.
¿Qué dices del volumen? ¿Está bien aquí? O sea, ¿se escucha bien entre un balance entre el video y mi voz? ¿O qué?
Hello Internet, my name is Taliesin.
And I'm Evitel.
And welcome to Cologne, Germany for Gamescom 2025!
Woo! And welcome
Mano,
to
no
the
puedo creer que de pana
Gamer
estos tipos son los que van a abrir la... Ya va, voy a
with the player
cerrar
housing
el wow un
showcase
momento.
today.
Evie, what time is it?
It is Xalatath time.
It's midnight!
Oh.
All of the time! All week! The whole place!
Mano.
It's just midnight all of the time! The
Me
new
encanta que
expansion, you might
estos
have
dos
heard,
tipos
we
son
are
mis
rebuilding
favoritos, weón.
Silvermoon.
Estos
Half
tipos
of
son
it is being
demasiado
rebuilt
cuchis.
in this
Para
hall.
los que no
That's
sepan,
right.
This is
estos
where the
dos
entire budget has gone. If there's a
son,
feature in the new expansion
son
that you
pareja.
expected you didn't get, that's
Viven
why. It's
juntos y
because
tienen
it's all
hijos y
here.
todo.
We've got this
Y
massive
hacen
stage here
contenido
where we're gonna have
juntos
the
de
Creative
WoW.
Clash, later on, all day, all week. But we've got our huge player housing hub.
It's a
Home
house.
base. It's a
home.
massive house.
Oh, just
It's
wait until you see it, guys. It is
even bigger than our house.
unbelievable.
It's incredible.
Not
And
difficult to
there's
get.
a queue around the block, fittingly, to get in there. We're thinking of having a barbecue later on. You know,
Hey.
just a little
Make
neighborhood
yourself
party.
at home.
It'll be fantastic. But Evertel, is there any finer time to be a World of Warcraft player than in the wake of a new expansion announcement?
The morning after, and I have to say, there is no better way to start your day than seeing that cinematic play, seeing that gameplay features trailer go live, and seeing the reactions of the crowd here and now. It is on another level. Tally, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I want to see a lot more Xalatath, and the good news is I'm going to, because every what feels like 5 or 10 minutes, she appears on that screen, and she's like 10 foot tall. And I'm not being funny. Do you have any idea how big that makes her feet?
Sí, mano, estás
They're the
loco. ¿Tú cómo
size
te vas
of
a
me,
perder
and it's like
esto por
every
un
dream I ever
K-drama,
had.
weón?
You know, like I feel very close to Xalatath, and it used to be a meme, and I used to enjoy the meme. But recently, I've noticed it's kind of become very real and almost my entire personality, and I'm completely fine with that, honestly.
You know what, I'll take it.
I was a priest in Legion, so we've known each other for a long time. Not quite as long as I've known you. But
Mano,
as long,
no me impresiona
but you
que...
can come too. It's absolutely fine.
Ya,
We saw you from
¿no tiene
across the bar.
subtítulos
We
esto?
really
Yo
love
creo
your
que no,
vibe.
porque
You can
no,
come on
no
adventures
tiene
with me and
subtítulos.
Xalatath. It's all
Okay.
going to be brilliant. So, like, I'm absolutely in Nirvana
Pero
right now.
mano,
It's
no me
fantastic. But that's
impresiona
not
que hayan
all
contratado
that
estos
Midnight is
dos tipos
offering,
para
believe it
hacer
or
la
not. What was your
apertura de
reaction to
toda
the cinematic last
esta
night?
Oh,
de
it was
toda esta
just
cosa, weón, porque
sublime.
estos
You know, I
dos
love all this
tienen
talk of,
un
like,
aura
coming
demasiado
home,
positivo
player
cuando
housing,
vienen
bringing
con
out,
nuevas
seeing
noticias
the
de WoW,
realms,
marico. Estos
like,
son
so
demasiado. Y
gloriously
aparte son
rendered
pareja, weón.
on the screen.
Trabajan juntos y tienen
North
hijos.
Amar, absolutely going for it. It really felt like coming home.
I know that you are a big night elf enjoyer.
I
Sorry,
am.
blood elf enjoyer.
I'm an elf enjoyer overall.
Exactly, and so am I, man. And I did not know that what I really needed in my life was nose sweat. I needed to see blood elf nose sweat, and it's made my life better, frankly.
Leadrin is incredible. at
But
that.
joking aside, like
Yes.
glorious to see the blood elves center stage, just being incredibly cool and elfy and fighting and laying it down.
Oh, the moment
and
when
spitting spitting. I thought we'd banned that, but no, it's right back in the
It's
game.
back, but when they kind of emerge, you've got the Sunwell, you've got the armies assembling, mysterious armies.
Thank you. Can I just say a big thank you here to the Ret Paladins who all quit the game en masse, but when Leandrin called and you got that 5% buff, they were right back again, out of the Sunwell, ready to fight. And I just want to, we see you, Ret Paladins, and we're thankful to you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I got chills. I've got chills now just thinking about it. It's just absolutely amazing.
What about the
¿Qué más,
features
Chamoy? ¿Qué
that
estás
we've seen of
haciendo?
the expansion so far? What's
Aparte de
kind
verme.
of stood out to you?
I'm really curious about the prey system. I think it's one of those features that I don't really know much about yet, but I want to see it in action.
You're looking forward to being hunted through the forest by a big troll.
A cat and mouse, right? Hunter being hunted back and forth. I like that. I like that addition to kind of like world gameplay enjoyment. How about you, Tally?
For me, like, it's housing, obviously, but like really surprising to see all the new zones and things like that.
Yes.
And like, you know, we were all expecting Silvermoon. Having those Silvermoon vibes back again is so special to me. And look, I know this is the Void expansion, okay? I know it's like the Light versus Void and all these things tackling together, but what I'm really pleased to see is the fact that Silvermoon, basically untouched, Eversong Woods, just how we left it. In fact, even nicer than how we left it.
Exactly.
Like, the undead are gone.
¿Y eso porque estás enfermo o qué?
It looks absolutely beautiful and stunning and has been rebuilt from
Un
the
saludo a
ground up.
Paul Delgado.
So
Paul
those of you
Delgado,
who
¿cómo
love
estás?
Silvermoon, who want to go back and want to see it in its full glory, you are in for an absolute treat.
Mano, yo estoy claro de que va a haber mucho menos gente que en la tarde. En el stream que yo hice esta mañana, habían como hasta 10 personas al mismo tiempo, pero es que ahorita en Latinoamérica son como las 3 AM, weón, como las 4 AM. ¿Quién coño va a estar despierto viendo un directo de World of Warcraft que ni siquiera está en español, weón?
Also, maybe I'm just going to hang around in Eversong and enjoy the vibes. It's not just us here today, you will be very, very pleased to note, because we have our on-the-field reporter, Esfand, who's going to take us around all of the player housing stuff right now.
Uy, ya va, pana, aguanten.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's S-Fan here. I'm here in Gamescom in Germany for World of Warcraft Midnight. It's very exciting. I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I think this booth is freaking sick. I think it blows all the other booths out of the water. Like, just freaking
Para
big center
los que no
stage. And
sepan
look,
quién
I
es
know,
ese
like,
tipo,
they got
ese
all
es un
this
amigo
void
de
stuff here,
Asmongold,
okay? I
que
get it. It's midnight. You know,
él sí
everybody's into
juega
the
WoW
void,
hoy en
okay?
día,
But I want to show
pero
you
no tiene
guys
tantas
what
vibras
I'm
como
into,
estos dos,
all
la
right?
primera pareja que presentó
That's
todo
my
esto.
brand new beautiful house that I got. Okay, who cares about the neighbors? Look at this, home sweet home.
Pana, yo
My
quisiera estar
brand
ahí,
new,
weón.
beautiful
Yo
house
quisiera ir
that
pa'
I bought
China.
with gold that I farmed on my
Wow,
own.
miren cómo
It wasn't
celebran
given
el
to me
año
just
nuevo
because
allá
I'm
en
a streamer.
China.
I did not dance for it on a mailbox. I didn't do a hot tub stream in the Stormwind Fountain. Not for this one, anyway. Bam, look at that. Pretty sick, huh? I did just close on this house. Yeah, my big, beautiful house. We have this this portrait here. This is a nice, more modern-looking portrait, very fancy. A lot of, nice graphics and stuff. We can change
Pana,
whoever's in
yo
there
me
at
moriría
times.
por estar
Got all
ahí,
these beautiful
huevón.
Librams, these books, right? I'm a paladin.
Tomarme unas
I'm a big
foticos.
paladin, Libram guy. I know how to read.
Literal hicieron
I don't mean to
más
brag,
estructuras
but I can
para
read a lot.
para este evento que para la
promise. I know how to
BlizzCon.
read.
Primera vez que estoy viendo
We
cómo
have
luce
this,
la Gamescom.
This other bookshelf here. And again, showing off how much I can read. because
Sí,
I can.
mano, Asmongold odia retail
This
con
isn't
todo
just
su
any normal
corazón,
bookshelf.
marico, desde no sé, desde hace ya como
And this,
5 años, weón.
ladies and gentlemen, is my magic bookcase. So, yeah, as you can see, only the finest here in Azeroth for the Retribution Paladins.
Se ve que
We
no
got all
sabe
these
ni
beautiful
dónde está
PC
así, weón.
setups
Ese
for all
bicho
my
no le
friends.
dieron ningún
I have so
diálogo,
many
nada
friends,
más
guys.
está hablando
Lots
puro
of friends.
disparate
Tons
para
of
pasar el
friends.
tiempo.
We got our Razer mouse and keyboard, the Samsung monitor, the Razer headset. Yeah, but I invite my friends over like all the time, and we just have housing parties. Yeah, we just have like housing LAN parties, and we just go and do different things. So I'll invite some friends over later, and maybe they'll come in here and check out the housing. I got setups over there. I got setups over here as well, as you can see with these nice bars. So these actually, I got these from Stormwind Marketplace. Yeah, these were from the Blue Recluse Tavern. was like a big thing that happened with like a fire-breathing dragon years ago. But they had these
Sí,
in
sí,
storage in
sí
the back
pienso
and we
ir a
wanted to get rid of
la,
them, so
a la, a la
they were
BlizzCon del
renovating, but I
siguiente
got these
año,
on the
weón.
cheap. So my nice little bars over here. We have
Pana,
here's another-
ustedes yo sé que
look, I know we had the
la
nice
mayoría
modern
aquí no
portrait,
entiende
but I like
inglés,
having-
pero
I
mano,
like having
este
these
tipo no
classic
para de
portraits
hablar
too,
puro
you know?
disparate,
It's
weón.
a little bit different, you know, it's a little bit vintage, but you know, this is my speed. I like
¿Verdad
it.
que
I
sí?
like it.
¿Verdad que sí? Una de las
But yeah,
pantallas tiene el
yeah, we got
housing.
chairs as well. Chairs are sick. So I'm a big chair guy. These chairs have actually been crafted. The frick, dude! I'm telling you, the neighbors are so
Marico,
loud. I'm telling the HOA.
chamo, ¿y
Yeah,
cómo
I gotta
supiste,
talk to the
weón?
HOA
Este
about
tipo
that.
lo que más juega es
But,
hardcore. Él no
but yeah,
juega
I
retail,
can't wait,
pero
man,
juega
you know?
hardcore.
Welcome to my new humble abode. I mean, it's humble. It's so humble. Very humble. But I did buy it with my own gold that I have lots of. And yeah, here at Gamescom Germany, very excited. Oh, also, you know what else I almost forgot? About this. The Creator
Sí,
Clash
marico,
Live from
literal que
Gamescom.
miren, una silla, esta
So
la
here's what's gonna
compré
happen.
en Stormwind,
We're
está
gonna
muy
have some
bonita.
other
Es como que,
people,
weón,
like,
a
you
mí
know,
que me
some
importa,
of the
muéstrame el
locals
housing,
here.
weón. Se
You know,
nota que este
they
tipo
don't
lo
have nice,
contrataron para
lavish
hablar
houses
puro
like me, but if they
disparate.
can put together a house as good as mine, then they're gonna get to win this trophy. You see that? So that's gonna happen here shortly. I hope you guys enjoy.
Amazing stuff. So as you can see, we've got our Creator Clash schedule up on screen now. It is a jam-packed 3 days, kicking off today with the Housing Showcase, Dungeon Showcase following on later this afternoon, followed by a Delve Showcase. Tomorrow is all-out Arena Day, starting off with Echo Dire Wolves and going throughout the day until the grand finals in the evening. And then we are popping back in on
Sí,
Friday
mano,
evening
literal
for
literal es
yet
que
another
estás
housing
describiendo
showcase,
exactamente
because
cómo
we
es ese
absolutely
tipo.
cannot
O sea,
get
yo no veo
enough
sus
of
videos,
that.
pero yo sí
So
entiendo que él más o
come
menos
by,
es así
sure,
como lo
you
estás
are bound
diciendo,
and
weón.
suited.
Ya estamos de vuelta
It's about time
con estos dos
that we
tipos, mano.
made
Estos dos
housing
tipos me encantan
competitive.
demasiado.
And speaking of competitive, here's our PvP host, Zico.
Hi, Zico.
Hey,
How
hello.
are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Are you looking forward to the PvP side of
Oh,
this
I am
match?
so excited. We got some amazing games lined up tomorrow. It's finally happening. We got Europe and
Le voy a subir un poquito el
North
volumen
America
porque me
both
estoy dando
being
cuenta
thrown
que se me
in
escuchó
to
más mi
finally,
voz
face
que
off against each other,
el
'cause it's been a
directo.
minute. So we're gonna have a lot of questions that will be answered tomorrow on the Arena Showcase.
Amazing.
Fantastic. And you know, you are an old hand at all of this. And what does it take to win a competition like this, live in an arena like this?
I mean, the stakes are gonna be high. It's gonna be, you know, a crowded area here. It's gonna be just a test of mental fortitude, I think,
I
for
know
sure.
a lot of these people are very off-putting.
Uy,
very
están mostrando los
You know,
brackets
so
para
these
las
guys will have
arenas.
their
weón.
A game on the
Oh,
whole time.
100%. 100%.
Do you have like a tip for the winner?
A tip for the winner, just basically if they watch my gameplay and my VODs and try to mimic that as much as possible, then they're going to have a good shot. I'm just kidding. So for tomorrow, we have the Dire Wolves, which is going to be Sea-Doo's team, former Team Liquid, with a little bit of twist, going up
Chamo, y
against
tómate
Echo,
algo, weón.
which
Tómate algo,
have been
un
the
té con
dominant team
miel.
here in
Y
Europe.
bórralo.
And then we also have Welcome to the Jung, which has been kind of the best team for a real long time in North America, going up against Shibaku Tensei.
¿Qué
which
coño
was
es ese
the
maldito
second
emoji
place team in
todo,
Europe.
todo maldito,
So we're
weón?
gonna
¿Qué
have
es
the two
eso?
best teams from Europe and NA going head-to-head tomorrow at 10 a.m. local time, and you definitely don't want to miss that.
Oh, I absolutely will not. I cannot wait to tune in.
I'm surprised you didn't ask me, but it's okay. I was busy anyway. It's fine. I think it's time for us to meet our housing competitors up on stage.
Uy,
Would you
mire,
think,
mire,
Eddie?
mire, están
Yeah,
hablando
I'm
de
ready.
competidores del
Let's
housing.
hand
O sea,
up
va a
there.
haber como una competencia de housing.
What's up, everybody?
Otra
I'm
vez con
Esfan,
este
hello,
maldito
and I'm
tipo,
here on
weón.
stage at Gamescom. Gamescom is incredible. This is my first Gamescom, super fun. But we're here with Annie Fuchsia, Mr. GM, Zaryu, Peekaboo. But we're gonna go through. Actually, Annie, will you show us what do you got so far with your house?
I got nothing because I'm just getting started, but I'll have you know I'm discovering how to make stuff, and I'll show you right here. There's so many things.
El sorteo
How do I
termina
decide
el
what to start
24. Yo creo que el 24 o el
Do I have advice?
25.
with? Do you have any advice?
Okay,
Pero sí está
so this is what
haciendo
I
un
would
video
say.
para ver quién es el
Have
ganador.
you ever
Sí,
built
mano, la
anything in
pantalla
your
está
life?
súper buena.
Anything
La
at all?
pantalla, marico. Esa tipa apenas ha puesto una simple cama.
I've built
Pero vamos a ver
Legos.
qué dicen. Vamos a ver qué dicen.
Okay, Legos counts, but this is like Legos, but different. Yeah. So here's the thing. Just
Este
imagine
tipo no
like
sabe
a
sacar
life, a real
conversación,
one.
qué increíble.
What do you have here? That's a bed, right?
Yeah, this is a bed and it's blue, which is perfect for the alliance.
Okay.
Marico,
Get rid of
pusieron a los dos tipos más incómodos.
Yeah. Get
But it's the only thing I have so far.
yeah. Horrible start. Okay. You don't need a bed. You can just sleep on the ground. Waste of money.
Okay, hold on. I do have one more thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Hermano, ¿qué coño están
You
hablando
turn
estos
around,
tipos? Qué
I
increíble.
have a bookshelf. There's a few spider webs, but I think it's okay. What do you think?
No. Terrible bookshelf.
El tipo y que, oye, ¿qué es esto que tienes acá?
It
Es
looks so
una
nice.
cama.
Look at all those
Bueno,
skulls and
quítala.
everything, the
¿Por qué?
details
Porque yo
around
quiero.
that. And the spider web especially. This means that you can have some guests in your house, even if you don't have any friends. You got your spider friends.
Spiders are not friends. They are food.
Food?
Yes.
No, spiders are friends.
No, there's like a cooking recipe with like 50 cooking where you make like spider legs in Elwyn Forest.
No, that's gruesome.
You just don't get it, man. You just don't get it. Look, here, this is what I
Hermano,
would
¿qué
do.
tipo de
I would take this
conversación
bookshelf.
estoy viendo, weón? Conversación
the
de
trash.
gringos, te lo juro por Dios.
Okay, well, are you gonna do it? Because it looks really heavy. I can't do that.
No, we'll get someone to do that. Look at the set. Look, the set's incredible. Just get the same people that did the set to do that.
Okay, well, is there anyone on the set who wants to help me do what Espen is asking for? No, nobody.
Yeah, they don't pay him enough. Yeah, they got to pay him extra overtime for that. Look, so here's what I would do. I would take this house, and I would make it more of a home because it's a house, not a home.
Aparte, el tipo le preguntó a la tipa y que, oye, ¿tienes alguna experiencia con housing? Y la tipa dijo, Legos. O sea, ¿me vas a decir que esta tipa nunca ha jugado Animal Crossing? Tiene una pinta de que ha jugado Animal Crossing, pero no ha dicho nada.
Dude, your house is so much nicer than Annie's.
I've been up all night.
You're what?
I've been awake all night making this.
See, this is what like hard work. Whenever hard work is actually on display, that's what you see with Mr. James.
Mano, su casa está demasiado bonita, weón. Observen la manera de cómo decora su casa.
She's been working all night on this and has barely gotten anything done. Mr. GM, on the other hand, just look at phenomenal work. Look, he's got the lighting.
Observe la manera de cómo decora su casa.
This almost looks like a template.
Es increíble la manera de cómo hace.
You made this yourself?
Yeah, the whole thing to be all night.
Wow, look at that. Look at
Pana,
what
su
Mr.
casa
James
luce
capable of.
demasiado buena.
Yeah, incredible work. So what was your inspiration?
A house. Yeah, this is actually like my house in the UK. That's what they all look like. So.
Are all houses in the UK like this?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, our houses in NA are made out of paper, so.
True. Yeah, lots of wood, lots of candles. You can turn them off and on, which is quite fun. But yeah,
miren, justamente lo que yo quería. O sea,
you ready? Here we go.
muebles interaccionables que al tú darle clic o lo apagas o lo prendes. Marico, perfecto.
Okay, well,
Por ahí
yeah.
se vienen los
Mr. James
dados
is
para
owning.
poder hacer un
Good job.
casino.
Let's go check out Zarya and Peekaboo.
Que yo pueda craftear unos dados con los que tú les das clic y ahí sacas un número del 1 al 6 y así poder hacer un casino.
All right, Zar. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yo conozco a este tipo.
Okay, you have a streaming
Este
setup
tipo
in the
me
game.
cae
See,
burda
sometimes
bien.
it's good to remove yourself and like get out of the house.
No, I'm not gonna come out of my house at all. Look at this. We got the bed, we got a light, we got a picture, and then we got the streaming setup with the mic and everything, the camera. Like we're good.
El
Okay, this
tipo
guy
hizo
left his house just to go back into his house.
El tipo hizo su propio gaming setup
You
dentro de
traveled
WoW.
all the way from America to
Miren esa
Germany
mierda, marico, qué
to go
gracioso
back
este
into your
tipo.
house in game.
That's right. Yes.
You go full circle. I like this. So, what kind of light is that?
I think it's an Elgato key light.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Look at this chair. It's pretty sick. You like that?
Marico, qué increíble la gente de acá de que fue invitada a la Gamescom.
It's a Starforge PC.
Sick.
PC setup, yeah. We just moved in, so it's just kind of basic right now, but we're gonna get the PC setup
El
here.
tipo dijo, mano, me fui de viaje de Estados Unidos a Alemania para probar el housing. Y lo primero que hace es la misma casa que tiene en Estados Unidos. Qué increíble,
Yeah,
pana.
natural lighting. Yeah.
Natural lighting is pretty much the only way. Yeah.
Sick. Okay, I like the inspiration here. Who do you think's gonna have a better house, you or Pika?
Really?
Wow, what a humble man. He says Pika's going to have a better house than him. That's incredible. Wow.
Thank you, S-Fan.
Indubitably. Let's check out Pika's house. Yo. Oh, dude, you...
Started working. I just cleaned up the whole place. And
Dude, I love this. I love what you're doing with this.
Miren a
It's the,
Peekaboo
turn
haciendo
around a
su
little bit.
casa.
Show the other side.
yeah, so there's nothing in the house at all.
Hermano,
I
su
just
maldita
started,
casa
working on
parece
the
las
actual-
ruinas
So what's the
de
inspiration for
Karasan,
the...
huevón.
I don't care about this side. Show us the other side. What was the inspiration for the other
¿Por
side?
qué
Just to, like,
coño
you know,
la
to keep
casa
it
por
clean. You know, a
default
lot of
parece
this
las
space, it can be
malditas
turned into
ruinas de
anything, and
Karasan? Miren
once I
esta
figure out what I
mierda,
want to do with
huevón.
it, it'll be there for it. Instead of having a bunch of useless stuff there.
Literal,
that I
una
don't really
cueva
like.
abandonada
I
tiene
got,
más
I'm
vida
in,
que
I'm in
esa
my bedroom
mierda.
too, so I got my bed here.
Oh, sick. See, I like the minimalist setup.
Just a simple bed, and then probably put like some like blackout curtains right here, I think, and then that'll be it for the bedroom. No TV, nothing here. Yeah.
Are you gonna have a home gym?
I didn't even think of that. I could
Sí,
now that I
pana,
have no
es que
space, yeah, I
pusieron
probably
al
could.
peor
I'm
tipo para sacar
exercise
conversación
equipment
a la
and
gente que
bicycles,
está
but
haciendo su
I'm not seeing
casa,
any of those
huevón.
here, so.
Because here's the thing. I was talking to Zaryu. Zaryu said, dude, he's gonna have a way better house than yours.
Well, yeah, he's completely delusional. He's made one little
Uy, y
desktop
tú dices
setup in
que
his
están
entire
enormes
house. He
los
has
cuartos
nothing
y
of
porque
actual value
todavía no
there,
has visto
so.
que se pueden hacer dos pisos
Well, he
hasta
said
con
his
un
home
límite
gym's
de
gonna blow your
40
home gym out of the
cuartos,
water.
weón.
Wait
O
till I
creo
start
que más, como
cooking up
120
on my gym, then
cuartos.
we'll see.
Wait, what's that over there?
This was my bar. I was starting to work on this, but I can't. I'm not tall enough to see the bar, so might have to change this here. And I got my keg and then some mixologist station here too. So that's the first thing you see when you walk into the house.
Hermano,
It is
esta gente no tiene
10 a.m. on a
creatividad,
Wednesday,
huevón.
and the first you started with alcohol.
It's like a vacation. Brand new housing feature. Yes, it's important.
Okay.
El tipo se
Eso
puso
es
a crear un
important,
maldito bar con
Sick.
cerveza y
Okay.
todo, pero no se le
What are you-
ocurrió
where
poner
are you gonna go after
ventanas.
the alcohol?
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of options. It's
Mejor que se quede en el
intense. So
PvP,
I'm
huevón.
more creative here, and I'm gonna figure it out soon.
Yo creo que el PvP
Yeah, I
es
think
lo
if there's
suyo.
too
Yo
much
creo que el
alcohol, you
housing
might not
no,
figure it
no le da, no le da.
Okay, well, sick. All right. So yeah, you guys can see like our guys are working hard, building houses. All their creative juices are like maxed out.
La
You guys can
expansión,
see- actually, you
mano,
guys can
yo
check out
creo
their streams
que
too if you guys
tiene
want a little bit
potencial de
of,
competir con
their
Legión, no te voy a
POV
mentir.
of how everything goes.
Todo,
But
todo
the
lo que
housing
sacaron,
stuff is
todas las
absolutely
razas,
incredible.
todo lo que viene,
I got a
único,
chance to
está
play it
muy
a
bonito,
few
muy
months
bonito,
ago,
muy bueno
and
todo.
this was back in Boston whenever they were doing the Warcraft event. They were doing the Warcraft World Tour, and I'm telling you, man, blew my mind. So yeah, you can check out their streams. You can see their POV too, and yeah, it's going great. Let's go check back in with them.
A mí también me hubiese gustado una nueva clase, pero por lo menos sacaron una nueva
Ok.
raza que son los Haronir, que ya venían desde la expansión pasada. Y son
Are we good?
muy,
I can't-
muy
can you guys
bonitos,
hear me?
marico. Yo
Okay,
quisiera que
good.
sacaran
Let's
el
go ahead and throw
bardo,
back to
no
the
te
main
voy a
death then
mentir.
with Taliesin and Evithil.
Uy, mira,
All right.
otra vez con estos dos tipos.
You know what?
Estos son
I've
los
been
que son.
to a lot of streamers' houses in my time, and I
Estos
can
son los que me
confirm
caen
an
mejor de
accurate
todos los
representation of what most of
creadores de
them look
contenido de
like
WoW.
on the inside.
We
Se
got the
merecen
whole
todos los
gamut
suscriptores que
there, running
tienen.
From like cozy, comfy Mr. GM style to like absolute boozer minimalism.
And their housing as well. Evie, I've got excellent
Love
news.
it.
We've managed to capture a real-life dev. We've got him
In the
in a
wild.
pincer movement. He can't escape, no matter how hard he tries. We've got Paul Cubitt, the Associate Game Director of World of Warcraft here.
Wonderful.
Yes, hello, hi, happy to be here. Super excited to finally be sharing details about Midnight with the rest of the world. I mean, we've all been hearing about
Oh, ok.
housing at least a
Entonces
little
este es
bit
el
over the last
director de
year or so,
juego.
but now we're able to share details about the zones, about the features, and digging deeper into housing. Folks, like the first group of people just started going through the housing stations just a couple minutes ago, and people are playing, setting up their own goblin dens or whatever they have planned for themselves. So
No te
super
vayas
excited
a
to see people
dormir,
having fun.
chamoy.
Promise of Goblin Dens. I'm going to check that out later
Yeah,
on.
I
Nunca
can get
sabes si
screens
llega
of
Mr.
delight
Beast y nos
or
regala
fear or joy
$500
coming
a
from
cada
it.
uno en el
So,
chat.
really excited to see what they come up with.
O $20,000.
Housing's always been one of those things, I feel, that as a World of Warcraft player, I've always wanted. I've always desired
Wow, qué
it.
increíbles.
But I always
Este
kind of
streamer se
assumed
quedó hasta
it
las
was
4 de la
never
mañana
gonna
y
happen.
Mr.
I once
Beast,
had a
al
conversation
darse
with
cuenta de
Ian
su arduo
He looked me in
trabajo,
the
le dio
eye
$20,000.
and told me, yeah, maybe. So,
Yeah.
what was the inspiration to finally make it happen?
I mean, this is something that we wanted to do for forever, and it just to do it correct, to do it the way that we wanted to do it, we knew it was going to take a long time. So what we're seeing now is the product of years of sort of building up the system to the point where it's at, where we're able to share it with you all today. I mean, think back to Dragonflight eras when like we were starting to build up the team that are building housing to where we're at now. And to be able to get there just took a lot of planning. You know, once we started figuring out, like, okay, this is something we know we
No,
can
ya,
do, we
mi
think we're
Paul, es hora
capable
de
of
ver lo
doing
nuevo de WoW.
in about a
Ya,
couple of years.
chao, amigos.
then
No te
we
vayas a
started doing
dormir,
it.
chamoy.
Amazing. I mean, it's no surprise that it's taken years and years.
Mira,
to
mira,
see
que están
Check
mostrando
Online.
nueva
With
información.
that
No te
in
vayas a
mind, is there
dormir,
anything
amigo.
you can share about some of like maybe your earliest prototypes or sketches? Maybe something we could take a look at. We've got
Gracias,
something on the
chamoy.
screen now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can see, like, honestly, the feature hasn't changed a whole lot from beginning to now. We started with sketches. You know, we knew we wanted to build houses, and that's where we ended up. Players are able to build houses, and the details have filled in over time. Like, one of the things that's been pretty consistent throughout is our foundation. I think you guys are homeowners. You know it's important to have a good foundation. A bad one is a bad thing to have. And those foundations have pretty consistently been to allow players to have boundless self-expression. So to be able to just like express themselves however they want. You know, we've seen this in WoW with transmog and pets and mounts and other ways you can express yourself. But this is sort of that taken to the next level, that you can really show what type of character your guy is. The second one is that it's something that's deeply social, and so we've talked a lot about neighborhoods.
Sí, sí, eres tanque. Si por un día quieres pushar piedras. Oh, ¿qué juegas? ¿Qué juegas? ¿Eres monje, paladín, demon hunter o qué?
Their neighbors. And then lastly, that this is something that's going to stick around for the long term. That this is not something that's, while it is a feature of the Midnight expansion, it's not going away after Midnight. This is something that we plan to continue developing consistently and have, lots of exciting new options for decor, but also new features coming into housing over the long term.
Definitely be asking you about guild neighborhoods, etc., coming up in just a second.
Es que
But
quiero
picture the
probar
scene, if you will.
porque
It's day one of
es
Midnight.
que
We're all logged in. We're having our immaculate vibes in Eversong Woods, and I open my first player house. What's the
ya vi
situation?
por
How
qué,
much
ya vi por
decor
qué, ya
do
va,
I have
aguanten.
there to use straight away, and what does it look like?
You will start with a pretty generous sort of starting decor chest that you can start getting into trouble decorating your house without going and collecting anything additional. Everybody, if you're a brand new player, if you've been playing for a while, you'll have this nice starting chest. In addition, if you have been playing for a little bit, you should see that, based on your past achievements, there should be a couple things that are that you already have as well, that you've earned over the last however many years, up to 21 years that you've been playing Warcraft.
Yo ahorita tengo como 2000,
yeah, so you should have a lot to be able to start
y siendo
playing with.
brujo
If
de
you should choose to
destrucción.
go out and start adventuring through Eversong Woods or into Zul'Aman,
Así
or
que
even
si
go backwards into
pudiéramos,
some of
en algún
the previous
momento.
expansions content, there should be other stuff for you to
¿Estás
find
en
there as well.
la,
So
ya
how
estás
do
en
you
la
kind of
hermandad?
unlock all of that new
No
stuff?
sé si
So I
sabes que
appreciate that when I
ya
log in,
que
I'm
tengo
gonna
una
sit there for
hermandad
20 minutes
con
while all these new
suscriptores. Si
achievements
quieres
pop
te
and
metes
things
a la
like that.
hermandad y
But
ahí
where do I go
hablamos
from there? How do I get more stuff?
There's
de
all
las
sorts of
míticas
ways
plus.
to earn decor. I mean, some will just be on the vendors. You go into town and there's a chair vendor. We've been hearing lots of nice things about chairs
sick,
today.
man. Yeah.
And so you find that chair vendor and you say, I would like to have a chair, please, and you were able to purchase that chair. But there'll also be, professions. They're going to be a big way for us to be able to get decor as well, that you'll be able to craft things with any profession. And this is also backwards looking too. So if you are looking for an excuse to go back and level up your Pandaria or BFA or whatever inscription.
El Oxy está
leatherworking,
rotico,
go ahead,
marico. No le paran de
maybe not a
poner
bad idea to
bufos y
start looking
bufos y
into that
bufos.
because, there will be,
Increíble.
plenty
Mira,
of
mira, mira.
recipes back in there for you to be able to make. And then other things will just be hidden around the world. We have a lot of interesting ways to get stuff in World of Warcraft that we've built up over time. An example that we throw around pretty often is in Mechagon. There was the his name escapes me now, but the little stationary crafting guy that you can use to craft stuff there. Yeah, that you can use that to be able to craft a couple Mechanome specific things as well. So you should be looking for things like that. Maybe there's something that's really close to the Molten Front, and so you have to advance the Molten Front a little bit to
Estoy
be
en
able
una
to find
random,
the vendor
pero
in that
quiero
space.
una para...
There'll be lots of interesting pieces of
Una
decor
para
that are
radiar.
tucked into little places of the world that give you excuses
Bueno,
to go back, either and
la
explore those
hermandad que
places for the
tengo
first time
es
or
dedicada
experience a
para el
little bit of
housing.
nostalgia in
No
going
vamos a
back
hacer
to
mucho. O sea,
the Molten
si se
Front
puede
and
raidear, que se
remembering what
raidee.
those
Y si
druids
se
were
hace
doing back
Mythic
then.
Plus,
I
que
think I have
hagamos
the
Mythic
opportunity
Plus,
to do the
pero
funnest
es
thing ever, like
principalmente para
all
el
of the
housing.
best decor,
Se llama, te la voy a
all
poner en el chat.
I have to go back there to get that stuff.
No, never. That's really exciting. I know the secret finding Discord is going to go absolutely wild about
Oh,
this.
for
'cause,
sure.
I'm certain there are going to be some really good chairs dotted out in the wild.
Sick, man.
So we've been getting some nice glimpses of interiors, talking about the inside of houses. I'm curious about the outside and what's happening there. How much can we customize the outside of our homes, particularly in regard to, like, can I do a bit of landscaping, some gardening?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so yeah, you will be able to decorate the outside of your home in a couple different ways. First, the house itself, you'll be able to choose through a couple different options of different eaves, different gables and gutters, and there's a whole bunch of terms about the different things that appear on the roofs and outsides of the house. You can tweak that so that they won't all look the same. It won't be tract housing. You'll be able to define how that looks. And then, yes, you can do some gardening. You can put out some bushes, some fences, maybe a little gazebo or a rotunda, or whatever sorts of front yard items you want to have.
Amazing. A very important question. If I plant a beautiful garden and then just fail to water it, not like I've ever done that in real life, will my plants die or am I okay?
Do you want them to die?
Está preguntando una buena pregunta.
No, they will not die. They'll just sit there. I mean, there's some cool opportunities for role play there if you wanted to replace them later with
Está preguntando que si tiene que echarle agua a sus plantas afuera de su casa o si no morirán.
With the Forsaken plant or something like that over time. But no, they'll just sit there. It'll be great.
No, pero dice que no, que todavía no tiene ninguna idea para eso. Pero que a lo mejor van a poner algunas flores de no muertos que sean así como, ¿sabes? Las Wither Flowers de Minecraft, así como las flores que tira el Wither. A lo mejor y funcionen así.
And also, as I mentioned, this is a feature that we're planning to build up over time as well. And so this and multiple other areas are places where we're looking for
Mire esta verga, pana.
Become available over time. And so we're really excited to get people in to start playing it and then start seeing what are people hungry for? What are people most excited for us to build next?
So can we assume that there are going to be new housing updates and decor and stuff added to the game on a fairly regular basis?
Yeah. I think you can think of it how you asked the same question about transmog. When do we get new transmog? Well, it's really like whenever you have new cultures added to the game.
Qué bonito se ve la casa cuando sí le dejas entrar luz solar de afuera. Pero el instante que tú te olvidas de poner una ventana, parecen las mazmorras de Karazhan, las catacumbas de Karazhan.
Sick.
Yeah.
So with neighborhoods, okay, I'm in a PvP mood at the moment. I'm assuming it's going to be done on a kind of a ranked matchmaking basis, right? So only people as good at housing as I am will be allowed into my neighborhood, and I'll only be teamed up with other A-grade housing players. Is that right?
There's a very sophisticated matchmaking system, but no, there's no matchmaking at all. There's a house finder feature where you can use, if you're looking for a public neighborhood, you'll be able to just poke around and see which neighborhoods still have spots available, which ones, what the populations of each is. You can go tour them and
dice que va a haber un sistema
how that neighborhood is looking and who's living there.
Para tú meterte, para buscar alguna vecindad.
And then if you are to go into a private neighborhood, then typically you're joining with people you already know. In particular, if that's a guild neighborhood. A guild neighborhood is a different type, a specific type of private neighborhood where it is directly tied to your guild. And so even though the neighborhoods have about 50 plots in them, if your guild is bigger than that, guilds go up to 1,000 people, and if your guild happens to be 1,000 different players, all of them, no alts, the system can support that as well. You just have multiple different instances, stacked instances of that neighborhood. So you'll all be sharing progression. You'll all be kind of sharing the same neighborhood name, same identity.
That is huge news because I was extremely worried I wouldn't make the cut for the guild neighborhoods.
I know.
I was like, I am not very popular or powerful in my guild.
Solo se puede estar en una hermandad o se puede estar en... No, nada más se puede estar en una al mismo tiempo. ¿Eres horda o eres alianza? Porque si eres horda es mucho más fácil irte a la hermandad, pero si eres alianza tienes que hacer un proceso aparte.
Important thing is what you said is if they welcome me, right? Because as a homeowner, you can sort of set the rules of who can come into my house, and you can leave the door wide open. Anyone can come in. You can say they have to be invited. You can say, well, my friends can come in or my guildmates can come in. There's a couple different options to be able to just set that ahead of time, so whatever you're comfortable with as a player. But yeah, well, I mean, I mentioned, part of the foundation is deeply social. There's nothing more social than people coming into your place and hanging out and appreciating what you've done with the space, whether it be the beautiful bookshelves or the aforementioned goblin den.
I think the social side of it sounds.
Entonces si eres horda, facilito, nada más te unes así y ya, o sea, de la manera como todo el mundo se une a una hermandad y ya.
How can those evolve? I think what everyone wants to hear you say is that there's going to be some kind of guild hall or kind of social space in there at some point.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
te
So as I
sale.
mentioned, this is something that we're going to continue building over time. Would you believe that you're not the first person to suggest guild halls or
No.
shared buildings in neighborhoods?
Wait, you've talked to other people? A little bit offended.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, Tally says guild hall. I say tavern.
A lo
I mean,
mejor
so
intenta
these
poner
are
ahí en
all,
los
like,
filtros, si es que hay un
fantastic
filtro
ideas, and so we're
disponible,
interested
pon
in hearing what folks
cross-faction,
are,
o sea,
interested in building.
que puedas de
There's
alianza y de
a million
horda.
different directions
A lo mejor
that
eso
we can take
falta.
housing in. You asked like what some of our early ideas are. We had pages and pages and pages and pages of ideas, and we've distilled it down to the core we have now, which is like decor, collecting lots of decor, building a house with a tool that lets you sort of get into lots of trouble building whatever you want, placing things that are floating in the air and clipping into one another, clipping into the walls, huge size, tipped around, and so on. And then the social structure around like living with your friends. But then there's a lot of different directions
Marico,
you can go.
¿sabes
I
a
think
quién yo
building
quiero ver
shared
aquí?
buildings
A
is a
Alter
really
Time.
interesting one.
Yeah,
A
and that
Halls.
freedom to kind of break the system and float things.
Ese
is
huevón
something
tiene
that
que
we're
estar
really,
por
really
acá y
excited
todavía no
about.
lo ha
I
mostrado.
think that's just about all of our time here.
Yeah.
Talking to you about that. Thanks for some insightful answers and that definite 100% promise of guild halls, which I'm super excited about. Glad we got that exclusive.
That was not a 100% promise, but an interesting idea for sure.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Paul.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have another look at a player housing showcase now.
Yeah. Oh, we've got time, I think,
Oh.
for a quick. Oh, Paul, we're going to.
Oh, we thought this wasn't going to
Yeah,
happen,
you
but
thought
we
you
did.
Could sneak away. We're going to do a quick spot the difference round.
The best thing about player housing is when you make it competitive.
Iluminación
and just
es
some
que,
blue light
uf,
coming in on the left.
I think that
Sobre
might be
todo la
to do with the
iluminación
dynamic
naranja.
lighting of the hanging lights,
Oh.
which I think is really cool. That
There we
casts
go.
more of a glow.
Ah, ya va,
over
yo había
the
contado
pictures.
7
Okay, I
diferencias,
take
pero no
that
me había dado
back.
cuenta del
Flowers
candelabro
in
de
the,
arriba, entonces
little
8.
setting are different colors.
Yo voto porque
Yeah.
hay 8
And
diferencias.
there's a difference in the quality of flame in the pizza oven as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like in one of those pizza
Yes.
ovens, it's cooking nicely. It's going to be floppy. It's going to be all nice. And in the other one, that's coming out
Mentira,
as crisp.
veo otra.
You know, so
Hay 9
yeah,
nueve
someone needs to watch
diferencias.
that. Well, you have passed the test.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight. Thank you for the answers to our questions.
Thank
We'll
you.
be
1,
seeing
2, 3.
lots more of you over the course of the event, I think.
Thanks
Ooh,
for
there we
coming
go.
to. Oh, here's
7,
the
8,
circles.
9,
Okay, what did we
10,
miss?
11,
Oh,
12.
there's
Habían
those-
12.
all
Paneling,
those. Yeah, the
some
paneling.
there, and that
Did we
little
get the
black
box?
The little black
Oh,
box.
we
No.
missed it.
It's also obvious when you put circles around it.
Right?
Voidy circles at that.
Yeah.
All right, thanks again. Yeah,
Qué
thanks for coming to
porquería.
Cologne and visiting us and playing housing and talking. And thanks everybody for exploring Midnight with us. We can't wait to welcome you as we get to alpha and beta and eventually get this game in your hands.
Amazing. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Y ahora que van a mostrar un pequeño tráiler. No vale, pero muéstrenme más. Ok. Ah, no, esto es mismo, la misma vaina del tráiler.
Cyclone around the corner. Raikou can't get there. It was explode! Gee, Blockdoor playing out of their minds. This is personal. Oh, almost not dodging the song of Chi-Ji, but everybody is dead. How is Sinu gonna pull this one back?
Ahora
We're
están los
back,
dos con
and
este
not just
tipo,
by
pana.
ourselves. Look, S-Rand is here.
Back from the field.
I'm back from the field. Both of the fields, I was working the cornfields before this, just out there, getting real down and dirty, and then, because actually, I moved into that house over there, so I was making sure the lawn was good
Well
and all that.
done, yeah.
thank
We
you.
noticed the
It's looking
blanket.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so a lot of work went into that. I'm really proud of it, and that's kind of like it's my life, my whole sort of life achievement, I guess.
Like, that's not even a joke. In the times I've had to play with player housing, because like I'm a YouTuber, I want to break stuff. I want to see stuff I'm not supposed to see and get secrets. But I've every time just got completely caught up in putting things together and the intricacies of making books bigger and smaller and slotting them on shelves and floating them up in the air and clipping them through things. And the potential for creativity.
Ustedes notan la diferencia de aura que tiene Taliesin y Asfand.
Creator clash.
Mucha la diferencia de ahora. Asfand tiene como que un poco de autismo y el otro tiene como un poco de ADHD.
This was out in Boston, and they told us, they're like, okay, like, you know, do this, do that, like, you know, make sure you're not breaking anything. Immediately, like, all of us just broke everything. Like, and, like, I was like on the table, like I was like flying around like some magic carpet table basically, and I mean, it's just so cool because you have so many opportunities to be creative.
Yeah.
And we got a chance to give our feedback, and I mean, like for me, I'm like, look, I'm a big fan of breaking things, huge fan of breaking things. So I'm like, hey, just let the kids play, let them do that. So hopefully they keep a lot of that in because I think it's fun.
Oh yeah, man. We had jump puzzles. People were creating death pits, but also kind of like movable things as well. And it's amazing how specific you can make everything to like your favorite kind of WoW race or your class or something. You know, if you're a Night Elf Rogue, you can make an interior that is very Night Elf Rogue themed. Which is awesome.
So, jumping into the housing showcase, which actually you have no idea how hard it is for me.
O sea que básicamente sí va a ser como una competencia esta vaina. Van a haber 3 rounds temporizados y 4 creadores por día. ¿Se imaginan que uno de esos sea Alter Time?
Baking style competition, right?
If you've ever heard of the Trial of Style, forget that. This is completely different. What's going to happen is you're going to get given a special theme to build your house around, and then you will build the house around that theme, and then we'll all judge how good that was an application of that theme. So nothing like the Trial of Style. Get the Trial of Style out of your mind. It's the housing creator clash.
Exactly, and we've got 4 competitors lined up for you today. We've got Mr. GM, we've got Annie Fuchsia, Zarya, and Peekaboo, who have y'all all met already.
When I think player housing, I think Zarya, I think Peekaboo.
Oh, 100%.
100%. So I'm glad we're doing this.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean,
¿Cómo va a decir este tipo que cuando piensa en player housing va a pensar en Peekaboo, weón? Ese tipo no tiene nada de creatividad que no sea para fuera del PvP.
They care about all the extracurriculars. You know, both of those guys.
Exactly. In fact, I heard them talking earlier, and both were pretty much saying they're going to give up on PvP from now on. And just focus squarely on player housing. And frankly, I can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, look, for them, it's just like that's just what they're into now. You know, they're old. You know, that's what happens. You know, these guys, they age out a little bit. They're retired. You know, I saw, you know, Zarya walked in here, and you know, this guy stretches and does exercise. He wakes up in the morning. He does like an hour of stretches.
He looked tired though, didn't he?
It's a dad. You know, this guy, you know, he's an old man now, and that's just how it goes.
Happens to us all, man.
Yeah.
So, like, from what you've seen of the creators so far, who sort of caught your eye with their pizzazz, with what they've been working on?
Mr. GM. You know, I was really impressed with his house. I mean, it was like that. It was almost like this guy had a whole blueprint set up. You know,
almost like he'd been data mining all the assets he could use and like formulating a plan in advance.
Yeah, but I love he just kind of instantly leaned into like the cozy like English cottage thing. It was just like in his bones. I was amazed.
I mean, it was either that or it was like a template. But probably not.
That's quite the accusation, okay? This competitive environment.
So we're getting our first theme coming in now. Our first challenge is to build a home that celebrates the rich cultures and history of a main faction.
Ooh, what faction would you go for, Eddie?
Okay, entonces la primera competencia va a ser celebrando una facción.
I started Alliance, like I'm always going to be at the end of the day an Alliance
Vamos a
player
ver
with
qué
like
coño
dipping
hacen
my
estos
toes into
tipos.
Horde.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, you know what? No Alliance in my house. No Alliance in my neighborhood.
Now we've got some examples to run through just to inspire you, to inspire our competitors, to get the
Y ahora van a poner la pequeña musiquita medieval solo para jugar como rogue, sí, mano.
Camp kind of it. I love it. Look at the starfish net. Just like a little bit of something here and there. Cobwebs up in the corners for extra realism.
Horde and Alliance living together. Mass hysteria.
Like siblings.
This is just completely disgusting to me.
Pana, estoy prestando atención a algunos de los muebles que están presentando acá y se ven muy buenos. O sea, ya me imagino, mira, usando algunos de estos como para otro propósito que no sé, por ejemplo, esos colmillos que estaban saliendo de la pared, ¿cómo se verán en el piso? Tipo para una trampa así, para una casa embrujada. ¿Te imaginas poner una trampa con esos colmillos en el piso? Hay que meterle creatividad, pana.
Kind of Tauren-y sort of interiors that you can make as well. So there's so much potential here for people to go off-piste, and I want to see some off-piste action.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think one of the things that's so great is like, I mean, this is WoW, right? The game's been around for like 20 years, so you have
Mira la
all
libertad
this
que tienes
time
para
that's
poder
been
hacer
spent playing the
esto,
game,
weón.
and you have your characters, and some people have their one character that they play, and that character has a story, right? So you can go and you can take that character story and you can expand on it, and you can showcase it with housing, right? And there's all kinds of stuff that people can do, like in the game currently, or like over the years, right? Even like the collections and the achievements and the transmog. Like the game has changed so much in all these years, but it's like, man, you get to the point where housing's finally in the game, and if you're an old school player, like, I mean, you remember, people have been begging for housing for years, years and years and years. So people have wanted housing forever, even whenever the game first came out. People know now.
Mira la barrita que, marico, yo quisiera grabar esto, pero yo no sé cómo hacer. Porque es que yo quiero grabar, pero sin mi cara para tenerlo para después. Ni puta idea, weón. Yo creo que mejor grabo y luego será que le hago zoom.
Literally every
Qué sé
surface
yo,
and
weón.
every piece of furniture in blue. You know what? That is one way to express faction pride for sure. I love the rug coverage. And you guys can see here that it, in action, the kind of the resizing, moving around a little bit, the way you can place items, the way you can recolor items. You can see like the candelabra there that's standing has been turned completely blue with a dye, and you can really go wild. And I think it's nice to see these.
Está demasiado hermoso, weón.
Isn't it wonderful how much you
Déjame ponerlo mejor calidad.
Isn't it wonderful how much you can do? Like, I'm not going to joke. I wanted player housing so much that my bar was very low. To be honest, I'd have accepted any old rubbish. They could have fobbed me off with like the most simple player housing system, and I'd have got on my knees and I'd have thanked them. But this is like genuinely awesome stuff. Like the amount that you can do and create here. Look at this velvety boudoir. It is Mr. GM. Yeah.
Just throwing a little green just to break
Mano,
up the blue.
yo no sé, yo nunca he visto ningún video de Mr. GM, pero tiene una creatividad enorme para el housing, o ni siquiera ha salido y mira lo que ha podido hacer, weón.
As you can see, there's a gimbal, right? Look at
I love a gimbal.
Yeah,
You
this
can
is
shift on
great.
any axis.
And it's super intuitive.
Mira la creatividad que hace para poder como que poner ese mueble entre la pared para poder crear un efecto así como de cadenas, pana. Eso es lo que me encanta del housing.
That you want. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got a little alliance
Torture
checkerboard.
area.
Yeah.
Whoever this is, they're trying to give him the chair. This is a PvPer.
Yeah.
They're trying to give someone the chair here.
It looks like a trap.
It's Pika alcohol.
It's a party.
It's Pika. Yeah.
I do appreciate the fruit, just for like a little bit of nourishment.
Yeah,
a little
you know.
sustenance.
Saben que sí me estoy dando cuenta que que todos ellos tienen el mismo transmog. O sea, algunas son diferentes razas, pero todos tienen el mismo transmog. Me pregunto por qué. A lo mejor es el transmog default para que los personajes beta. No sé, ni puta idea. Mira esa chimenea, papá. Dios, pana, yo quiero esa chimenea. Está arrecho, demasiado arrecho.
And to questing and to going back and doing old achievements and stuff like that. I think it's incredible. I think it gets us back out into the world.
Mira qué tan grande puedes hacer la chimenea, hermano. Mira esa maldita bestialidad. La chimenea la puedes hacer tan grande del tamaño de una pared entera.
So this is from my perspective as somebody who was like, I was an old school WoW player and I stopped playing WoW for years.
Pana, me encanta que no te ponen límites para hacer absolutamente nada. O sea, uno pensaría de que el housing va a ser así con las mismas limitaciones que te pone Animal Crossing, pero no, o sea, literal, no sé quiénes aquí haya jugado Club Penguin, pero Club Penguin te daba básicamente esto mismo, weón. Club Penguin, tú podías poner el mueble literal donde tú quieras, básicamente, pero obviamente no tanto como World of Warcraft te está, ¿cómo se llama? permitiendo hacer que es básicamente cruzar muebles entre paredes, weón.
That I didn't really think about whenever I played WoW back then, because to me it was like, okay, well, what's the gear? Like, what are the stats? You know, oh, this weapon's better. But now,
Qué
whenever the game's
hermosura,
been around
weón.
for so long, you
Lo
don't
único
want to waste
que
having all
este
the things
tipo
that you've been able to get over the years. You don't
donde
want to waste
la competencia es hacer una casa que tenga que ver con tu facción, pero este tipo se está pasando, weón. O sea, la alianza, que sea alianza no significa que absolutamente todo tiene que ser azul. Y no me gusta que esa mesa sea azul con más azul y azul con azul y más azul dentro de azul y hay aparte azul.
We can talk about, we can show all of this other people's work, and we can show you sort of pre-made things that we got to show off later on. But I get the feeling that a lot of WoW players, they already know exactly what their player house is going to look like, because they know their character and they know that character's story and that character's vibe from a kind of, I've got a little RP headcanon for all of my characters.
Yeah, surely. I think it's going to be amazing going in. I'm really excited to see kind of, you know, where my design will go, and even just like cycling through items that we have, remembering, you know, past raids, past dungeons, creating like a whole, you know, display shelf of the experiences you've had in WoW. Like, we've never been able to do that really before, not in such kind of like a tangible way.
Hay mucha gente, hay muchos en esta competencia que todavía no se les ha pasado por la cabeza poner unas cuantas ventanas para que su casa no parezca un cementerio.
I say that to my buddies all the time. What are you talking about?
Hey, check out my shelf.
Not the shelf, the chair.
Pues que es difícil poner ventanas, no me queda claro.
But the idea of like collecting trophies, or maybe from like Mythic Plus seasons or PvP seasons, and literally displaying those in your house, pretty cool. Looking at the work here, I'm really hoping that one of our creators up on stage discovers the whole button you can press to literally just change all of the walls and all of the ceilings and all of the floors, and suddenly you're in Silvermoon. There's a button. I found the button.
Yeah, that's you know what's funny is this is a showcase, right? To get somebody in there, get creators in there playing for the first time, but it's also kind of like they're like lab rats,
right?
Because now it's like, okay, what is somebody who has no idea what to expect going into this? Because none of these guys were actually. I think Mr. GM was there. Was Mr. GM there? I think Mr. GM was there in Boston, was he? I can't remember. No, he wasn't. Okay,
he was there in spirit.
He's there in spirit. He's always there. In spirit.
I was carrying a picture of him in my wallet as always. So.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, it's
Es esa cama súper pequeña, weón. Una cama tipo para gnomos.
How is somebody going to react to this? So.
Si quieres una cama, sí es una cama, weón, pero ¿por qué coño es tan pequeña?
The gimbal, let's say if you've done any like 3D sort of
es que sí es para gnomos, porque vean los pedazos de metales ahí que tienen salidos.
They might not find that as intuitive, but no, I mean, you just see it and it's like, oh yeah, this makes sense.
Well, and you don't have to use the gimbal, of course.
Porque este tipo se tardó tanto en poner muebles, pana, tienes ilimitado la cantidad de muebles que puedes poner y estás en una competencia y él te pone un mueble cada 5 minutos, sin luz ni nada. ¿Quién es este? Ese es Picaboo. No me impresiona, weón. Ese tipo hasta se relaja y va y puede hacer cualquier cosa, weón, todo menos poner muebles.
In the background of the camera. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no, I love the camera. I'm one of those guys.
You don't say.
I need attention. Thank God I'm on camera. No.
It had been a while.
Yeah,
I was starting to shake, starting to sweat.
I was getting stressed out, dude. I was getting stressed out. Yeah, I needed attention.
So
like and subscribe.
I have to say, this one.
Este tipo va a poner una maldita rueda de agua dentro de la casa. Ya va, el hecho que te deje poner una rueda de agua dentro de la casa me hace preguntarme si uno va a poder poner afuera de su casa absolutamente todo lo que tú ya de por sí puedes poner adentro de tu casa. Tienes la maldita opción de poner un muro entero. Un muro entero de elfo, weón. Puedes poner una... no, puedes poner alfombras. Puedes poner alfombras flotando. Me pregunto si al tú poner una alfombra flotando también se dará la opción como de pisar la alfombra o simplemente tu personaje irá como de que a traspasarla.
role play as the HOE. Man, just be
Sí,
that
se pone
guy
encima de
and
él.
go in there and just, hey, man, your lawn, your grass is too hot. You can't have that flower bed over there. See, I would love to do that.
I feel like in private and guild neighborhoods that will have
Ese barril con la,
you will
con la
have that
planta
opportunity,
encima,
Aslan.
muy
You can
bonito,
be
muy
as
bonito.
tyrannical as you like. You can go in there.
You already own the biggest house at Gamescom.
Yeah,
so,
true.
You know.
Yeah, maybe I hope I could be as. Yeah, maybe I hope I could be as tyrannical as I am in real life. That would be nice.
I love the idea of going around
That'd
being
be
like, what's this night elf stuff you've got going on the outside here?
Yeah.
Nah, not in this neighborhood,
No,
chum.
we don't do that. You know.
I'm loving the approach here, which is just to create a giant fireplace.
Hola, me llamo
Very
Axel.
alliance-y, right?
Just mostly fireplace.
Sitting and enjoying, you know, the
¿Qué más, Axel? Habla,
of the
Axel.
gold glinting from the alliance. And we've got Zaryu and Peekaboo doing their thing. I'm very, very keen to see how they've elaborated. I loved the streamer setup. That was
great.
That was fantastic.
Bed in shot, very important.
Yeah.
It looks like all of our creators are going for an alliance theme here. Is that surprising to you?
Maybe just because most of the promo images we've seen of housing tend to look like the Alliance ones. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think maybe people just picked up on that and they're like, yeah. But yeah, I was hoping to see at least one horde. Seeing as we're standing in front of Silvermoon, hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like we're letting the horde down right now.
Yeah, well, I think they were inspired by my house.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
It is right there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they might have been inspired by my house.
They just want to
As big as
recreate.
Silvermoon.
They need to get that out their systems, you know, and then we can move on to,
Yeah.
to more horde type stuff later.
I like what's going
Oh,
on here.
nice.
A little bit of an upside down. Oh, okay. So we've got Forsaken banners, a little blue runway. Okay, so
Here we
we're
go.
mixing the mixed faction pride here.
So this is
The
our
duality
Silver Moon.
of faction pride.
This is our Silver Moon floor base.
Miren
that you
esta
can, like, literally
vaina,
switch
qué
between, which is
increíble.
really, really cool.
Oh, yeah,
And these walls as well, and changing the base.
Ah, esto ya es como una temática más así como de elfo, porque esto ya no es de alianza o horda, esto es más de las cosas que mencionaron de elfos.
He's going all
A
horde.
turncoat.
I thought we were going to get a little bit of both here, but no, I like it.
He went onto the store, he got a faction change.
Yeah. Brilliant. Don't forget to change your bed sheets.
Are you giving,
those
are you giving
still
Blizzard
good.
ideas? Housing faction change?
Y ese era Peekaboo.
Yeah, I don't want to see
Yo
them
dudo
mixing
que
it
ese
up. I
haya
want
sido
one or the
Peekaboo
other.
que
Like, the
completamente
winner of this
cambió
competition, I
todo
think,
el
is
look
gonna
de su
be
casa.
a commitment. I don't want any fence sitting.
No,
all right,
you're
I don't want.
absolutely right.
I don't want Horde and Alliance holding hands.
You know
I
what?
want-
I would to your point. I mean, look, if you have anything from the other faction there, just destroy it, put it in the corner.
If it's on fire,
it should be an
absolutely
act of
fine.
aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Put it in the pizza oven, let it burn. Or there is, I don't know if you remember from when we were playing it before, but there's this brilliant piece of decor called the Gilnean Problem Solver, which is just a big guillotine.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. And of course, you can make it into a small guillotine, have it on your desk, very nice. Or you can have it as a big guillotine, like an LX size beheader, which I think is great. And I feel like there's a lot of room for this in the Faction Pride
The
theme.
RP possibilities, the potential is unlimited. I love it. That's delightful.
You can see the search menu here with all the different sections of player housing stuff as well. And that's really easy to search. It's got a search bar at the top there, and that searches for the item name, but also for kind of metadata as well. So if you put in window, it's just whether a window has a window in the name or not, it's going to bring up all your window
Now,
options.
can
It's
I
really
search by color or faction?
cool. That's a good
Has anyone just
point.
typed Horde and Alliance
Well,
in there?
I put Silver Moon in there, and I just got a whole bunch
Pana,
of
este tipo no para... Oh, mira, ya le pusieron las
But of course, there is the
cámaras a
die
cada
system
uno
as
de
well. So
ellos.
if a color is not to your liking,
Pero,
then you
pana,
can
este
always
tipo no
switch
para
that.
de
You can always
decorar
change
puro
it up, because a
azul
lot
con
of these
azul en
items,
más
particularly
azul
the new
y
ones that
azul
have been made
en
for
todas
launcher player
partes.
housing, they have the option to
Este tipo cree que va a
apply
ganar la
dies to them and
competencia
change that
solamente
color.
porque, o sea, porque Alianza es azul y entonces todo tiene que ser azul,
I
¿ok?
hope you like Inscription, Evertel. I hope that's your favoriteest profession in the whole wide world. Yeah, it's funny that. Yeah.
You know what? It's worked out really nicely for us.
And you can change like loads of different elements of them as well. So the table, you can change like the wood color, but also the color of the sort of the metal and everything like that. So it's really cool and gives you like so many options.
One thing I want to add in here before I want to get out there with the guys and harass those guys, because there's nothing more than I love than messing with these guys. I do want to say, like, I'm going to nerd out for a second. If you're like if you remember the old armor sets, like the OG, like from vanilla, everything, there was a big thing whenever WoW came out, versus a lot of other MMOs and whatnot, where WoW had a very different art style, where it's very, colorful, and they had a lot of intricate different armors and all these designs on the armor. And then a lot of other MMOs It's like, oh, well, they had armor dies, but WoW didn't. So it's like, okay, well, if WoW's doing all this stuff, that's like
Yo creo que, ¿sabes que? Yo creo que los entiendo un poco estos tipos en el sentido de que cuando tienes todas las opciones del mundo, es como que
either very similar to stuff that you've seen, or like, you know, they like redid something or made something new.
O sea, ¿cómo decirlo? Cuando tienes todas las opciones del mundo, es como que se te hace incluso más difícil poder decorar, porque, o sea, como que literal, ¿qué haces con todas las opciones? Y cuando tienes como menos opciones, como que la mentalidad se te aclara. Pero, mira lo bonito que es esta tipa con todas esas cortinas de alianza.
Look, I don't want to put words into
Está muy bonita,
I'm pretty sure that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah. Think about it. You go back and you redo all those. I mean, there's just so many different appearances in the game now.
But they're having to do that with a lot of the old furniture as well, because of course, basically every asset that's in the game now, every doodad, every table, what have you, it's all going to appear in there at some point down the line. But we need to get you to stage to go and you need to prod those guys.
Yeah, I will.
You need to sort of like there's a bit more.
Stoke the fire
you need
a
to like basically instill in them a sense of horde pride.
I will. Yeah,
I want to see more red.
I'll destroy their egos. Yeah, I'll tell them that. I mean, I won't even look. I'll just tell them it's the worst house I've ever seen. So
it's tough love. I like it.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna head up there.
All right. Cannot wait to see.
So Annie Fuchsia with another alliance theme here.
Yeah, there we go.
She's got a loot chest in there, as you would expect.
¿Sabes qué me estoy dando cuenta? Que ninguno de ellos está haciendo nada relacionado con la horda. Me pregunto por qué.
Classic player housing right here. You know, this is what I envision player housing to be. Like you say, this is very much how the initial kind of concepts of player housing were presented to us when it was made a thing. I think the very first kind of little teaser trailer cinematic thing that they gave us was a house very much like all of these, where your man comes in, he's in his armor, he's cooking down to the fire. He puts his no place like home mug down.
Yeah, and there he is.
And that's what I want. And we did see in Annie Fuchsia's house there Anixia's head as well on the wall.
No sabía que estaba podido permitir
poner
ventanas en el maldito piso así de manera vertical.
I hope so. My real question, and I can't
Y va a dejar todo el otro cuarto así completamente vacío.
The pre-order pictures, so Zalatath and Ranger General, the portraits that we can put on our wall. Can I put multiple of those? Can I have a room of Zalatath? That's the only question I need an answer for.
Naturally.
I will make that my mission to find out.
The answer is yes, I say so. In the meantime, we are going to hand over to Esfand and see what's going on with our competitors.
Oh, what's up, everybody? We are back. We're here with Peekaboo. We're here with Zaryu. We're here with Mr. GM and Andy over there. And Pika, your house looks terrible.
I finally decided what I wanted to do, and then they called time. I was about to build this crazy window wall. I was going to build an arena in here and make an alliance theme, but I ran out of time right when I started cooking, because I couldn't find my direction at first. And now I've got my mini bar set up here and my little bed over here, fruit stand.
What's the fruit stand?
It's always gonna have fruit around. It's fresh too.
Este tipo de pana que la cero creatividad con este tipo, weón. Como que primero quería hacer un bar y luego hizo como una arena y luego puso frutas de la puta nada así en medio del...
It's like an energy boost, so for the arena, right? There's a couple ideas coming around, but next challenge, I'm locking in on one idea, and I'm gonna do it better than everybody here.
Y luego comenzó a poner ventanas en todos lados.
We only saw your screen, right? We were watching a preview, and when we went and we saw that, I was like, okay, this looks like a torture chamber. You got like electricity and all this stuff. It looks like you're trying to give someone the chair. But then I saw the alcohol, and I was, oh, that's Pika. Immediately, yeah, that's Pika's.
I mean, yeah, the bar is electric. It's like exciting. This thing's like, there's some danger next to what's going on here. And then I couldn't. You'll see, next one I'm doing way better. We can't even look at this. Just don't even count this challenge. We're not counting this challenge.
A este tipo le falta como un poquito más de creatividad o que se dedique solamente al PvP.
Has anybody asked you if you're an alcoholic before?
I've actually never gotten that, no. Well, it's just a standard thing in every house to have like some kind of bar set up. Is it not?
Y aparte el tipo este que los está entrevistando no sabe cómo sacar tema de conversación
tampoco. Anyone in the chat, 100%.
With the electricity?
Well, yeah, this is sick. You can just look at this thing while you're drinking, or listen to it crackle. And then I have the keg as well if you like beer, and I have more fruit on the table too.
Is that normal fruit or is that like infused fruit with alcohol?
That's the regular fruit. You can just squeeze it in if you want. So.
Oh, okay, sick. All right, so we have the alcoholic shack for Peekaboo. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Let's see what Zaryu's got. He's got his. Oh, so this is definitely a streamer setup.
Yeah, look at that, baby. We got the bench press, the little gnome showing off the Horde Pride. We have the streaming setup here. We got the bed. I mean, we're pretty
Este
locked in.
tipo
We got
de
the
panas
carpet
se
coming
hizo
in,
su
straight to the
propio
stream setup
setup
like
que
that.
tiene en
Boom.
su misma casa en
We're
la vida
locked in the
real.
house. We got the keyboard. We got the Starforge PC over here. We can bench press, hit the workout, pull-up bar, lights. I mean,
Pero en el puto wow.
I mean, you rate it as fan.
No, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I love the bench press over here. Look at that. Is this a? Oh, is this free weights? Yeah, these are free weights. It's not a Smith machine. Okay, solid.
Free weights. We got the barbell here. It's 5,000.
Me gusta las pelotas esas brillantes que están atrás de eso. Me gusta. No sé ni de qué expansión sean.
Now you went with more
Lucen
of
casi
a blood elf
como de
theme, yeah?
Shadowlands, weón.
Yeah, I'm showing off my Horde Pride. I think it was for
no
the
sé.
faction. Even though I'm a gnome, I'm really big on my Banshee Queen. So we got the banners up. We got Silver Moon kind of theme and layout, and yeah, feeling good about it.
So can you explain the bed? It's a big bed.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Big comfy bed.
Yeah, it's enough room for my wife and I, and can game and stream, and just needed a place to kind of rest after long streaming hours.
Is this basically like your life in a nutshell, where you just work out, stream, sleep?
Yeah. This is kind of the dream setup. Like I have, like we haven't made this
Este
yet, but like
tipo de
the
pana
stream would be
en
here.
serio no
and the
para
dream
de
setup would be
decir
like
que
you see the
básicamente
ship in the
hizo su
background.
vida
Like, that would be
personal,
sick, right? Yeah.
pero en el
that
WoW,
would be
en el
sick.
WoW
Like
housing.
mid-stream, it's just like right there all the time in the background. But
Hizo
this is the
su
dream setup.
cama,
We don't quite have
su
that yet, but
setup de
we're
stream,
working on it.
su lugar
Yeah,
donde hace
actually, I like this
ejercicio.
one a lot. I really do. I think this one's great.
Y eso fue todo lo que
you
hizo.
got the stream setup. You got the home gym in the back is being worked on. You have the bed for.
Les hace falta un poquito de
Well, he is a
creatividad a esta
dad,
gente.
so,
No todos,
that's
pero
where that bed
a la,
came from,
a la mitad de esta gente.
Yep.
Let's go check out the other guys.
Increíble.
Oh, look at me. I'm so cool. I have a wife. I'm Zaryu, dude. And I have a family that loves me. This guy's freaking the ego on that guy. Can you believe that? You got Mr. GM's house, which is really blue.
Yeah, that's the theme. We're going with a blue theme. Turns out, right, this is unbelievable. The game has Horde logos, but no Alliance in the options.
That's because they forgot.
It's not true.
That's life sometimes.
It really is, yeah. So this is the house. It's very blue. We may do without an Alliance logo, but obviously, you know, for the Alliance and all that kind of jazz. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I just kind of threw a lot of stuff at it that were blue. So.
Dabba die.
Yeah. So that's it. This is a winner, if I'm honest.
No, I think this is solid because you got your blue over there, and you have your blue over there too.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, there's a coffee machine here, which is pretty cool, like a Mechanome coffee machine. It's got a bit of blue on it as well. There's the kennel for the dog. Apparently, you can't have a dog, but you can have a kennel.
Well, are you big? You're a big coffee guy.
Yeah, coffee enjoyer for sure.
Are you a big dog guy?
Nah, not really. More
more a cat guy.
Cat guy, yeah.
So that cat house.
There's not an option for that either. This is unbelievable. Unacceptable, if I'm honest.
Este tipo se está quejando de todos los muebles que hacen falta. Hace falta el maldito logo de la alianza. E hicieron una competencia para que hicieran una casa de Horde de alianza, pero sí hay un logo de Horda, pero no hay un logo de alianza.
Exactly. He's cozy. And it's like kind of clipping through the floor as well. Like his feet are like inside his blue rug. So, fantastic.
Nice. Okay. I think a little clipping is okay. Because people all the time, it's like, oh, clipping.
Los que están editando el video también se están burlando de este tipo.
It's literally an option as well, which I think is great. So you could just like make whatever you want, right? Like and just go nuts with it. So I think it's fine.
Yeah. Some people, sometimes you clip to the right, some people clip to the left. It's just normal,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Let's check out Annie. So Annie, you're very blue too.
Yeah, I'm for the Alliance.
Sick. Okay. So what inspired you to be for the Alliance?
Todos hicieron cosas de alianza, ninguno hizo nada de horda.
And the bravery.
Si son chimbos, vale.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
Because the Alliance are the
Cuatro
good guys.
competidores y me vas a decir que ninguno de ellos intentó hacer algo de la horda.
Yeah, the Alliance are the good guys. We promise. So, does this look like your house at home?
It's a little bit more blue, but yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. Yeah.
So, what was your favorite part of this?
Okay, so I made a little corner here where you can like sit down and just chill out. You have the windows with the light coming in, the blue details, not too blue, but still a good amount of blue. And then you walk here, you have this cozy fireplace.
Mira esa chimenea totalmente grande,
because there's magic that keeps everything protected. And then you keep on walking and you have
Yo
this
quiero esa chimenea,
sort of
pana.
entrance to the private bedroom. So you come in here and you got a little bit of
Wait, what happens in the private bedroom?
private things.
Okay, like meetings.
Private meetings, yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, like guild meetings.
If the guild meeting is private, then sure. Yeah.
Guild meetings are never private these days. Everyone's so nosy. People are just listening on people's comms and all that.
Yeah, true. So sometimes maybe guild meetings would not be appropriate, but yeah, if you want to have a chill time, you even have a little bit of plants and stuff as a little touch to make it extra sweet and cozy.
You should get an Xbox. That'd be sick. Just put an Xbox in your room.
Can I play WoW on Xbox?
Guys, we're going to go back to the desk. So we're going to go back to Talias and Nevatel, and we'll see you guys soon.
¿Quién creen ustedes que va a ganar?
So much blue. So much
Demasiado azul, sí, marico. Este tipo, yo concuerdo con este tipo.
This is a Horde expansion, okay? I don't want any of that alliance. You keep that to yourself. I don't need to see that. I'm already leaning towards Zarya's house. I need that Horde goodness. I need that red Silver Moon action. But I guess I'm kind of biased in that sense. I guess you are as well, which is why no one ever takes us seriously. And what we need is some good, rational, measured opinions, which is why we have started a Twitch poll.
Oh.
So you can give your opinions on the housing that you're seeing today.
Yes.
Maybe some hints, maybe some tips, maybe what you'd like to see, and also give your judgment on whose is the best. Obviously, the Horde House Zaryu.
Yeah, no, I know it's easy. It's hard to talk about like good and bad and best and worst.
No, I find that quite easy actually. No, there's definitely a good, and there's definitely a bad, and there's definitely the best, and it's the one I like the best.
Oh, yeah. But I think there's something to take from all of these examples we've seen so far. It's been so fun to see people like delving into the details. Did you see I used the word delve there? That's just
That's the wrong creator clash, Evie.
Naturally, sorry. Jumping into like kind of more details. I loved the Mr. GM all blue.
I loved the multi levels of rug.
Estos dos tipos me caen demasiado bien, pana.
Go into for days.
Pero lo que dicen tiene demasiada razón, que es que los cuatro competidores hicieron puras cosas de alianza, bueno, todo azul, todo.
Oh, thank goodness. Let's mix it up with a new look. What's it going to be this time? A home that captures the spirit of your favorite expansion. So I'm thinking for you, it's going to have the jailer in the middle. It's going to be a big broken sky.
Can I just have the like defunct chair?
No, because it was fake. Oh no, that model's going spare. You can have it.
Yeah. Can I put him in there? No. So here we're going to be celebrating our favorite.
Miren esta hermosura, weón. Ninguno de los creadores hicieron nada de esto. Pero esto está demasiado hermoso, pana.
I see beautiful stuff
This is
Miren-
great. I'm so
miren
glad we're
ese-
seeing
ese
build
libro
of, like, just
flotante ahí.
how night elfy you can make it, you know,
Yes,
just how
exactly.
purple we can get. Not
Yes.
enough purple in the last, understandably,
I
because
agree
you know.
with you. We've got red, blue, and now we've got purple.
Oh, look at the green glowing lantern on the wall there. How
We've
cool
got
is that?
Some night elf like warglaives up there.
Ahí
as
veo
well, which is
unas
incredible.
recetas de inscripción.
And the libraries.
And another
Miren
use
ese
of that
libro
electric
flotante,
pylon. We're
pana.
seeing that electric pylon used
Y
in
ahí
so
yo
many
veo
great
uno
ways
vendiéndome esas
already.
cosas con la
And this is
profesión de
just the start. We're
inscripción
just getting started. I can't wait to see what the
preparado para
electric
hacer oro.
pylon does next.
And I love the classic Archmage Antonidas, absolutely all over the place.
Those light fittings are exquisite. And look at the amount of art that we can put on the walls there as
So
well.
this is a nice look at how you can make things look more night elven or
Yeah.
elven, for example. Right, we've got kind of the filigree on the tables as well. You know, a greater use of purple throughout, which is always a good one.
I'm really glad to see that green lantern on the wall, though, because, of course, my favourite expansion, until Midnight comes out, obviously, would be Legion. And I'm gonna put green everywhere. If this was me in the Creator Clash, which it should be, we all know, but it would be dripping in Fel.
And here's the thing, I feel like we're going to be able to go
No
back
sé
to
por qué no
Legion.
dejaron
We're gonna be
a
able to
Taliesin y Evie